feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I'll run, I'll hide. Darkness always clouds my mind. When I look behind, it's moving closer every time. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend, you get me in at the end. At the end. Can you feel it wrapped around your soul with no control? You can't breathe when you're drowning underwater. There's so much water. I can't pretend that I have a strong defense. 'Cause darkness, my old friend,
There we go. Now you can hear me. Should be able to hear me now. I had some technical difficulties. That's why I started a bit late. You should be able to hear me now. Let me know in the comments if you still can't hear me. Trolling will be appreciated. Even though I know that you can't hear me, you saying you can't would be a good troll. See, there you go, Cody Mack. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Yeah, I had some audio issues. Something happened on my computer and the inputs got jacked up. And so I forgot to select the right one when I started the stream. But hope you guys are doing well today. And anyway, back to the intros. Although I've already done them, you just didn't hear them. It was a good mime input there. I hope you guys are doing well. You want the clap? You want it again? All right. We'll do that then. We'll pretend. What's going on, folks? Will Stewart here with another FPL Spurspective video. And hope you guys are doing well. My name is Will Stewart, and this is your FPL Spurspective. Hope you guys are doing good today. Hope you're doing well in the comments. I'll have to just clip out that audio part after this goes up on the thing, the dead part. That'd be good. We'll be all good then. But if you folks who are live know what's going on, you're able to have a good chuckle and a good laugh. But let's see who's in the chat today. Mr. Hoiberg saying okay. Cha-Cha from India Spurs saying that Cody is hard at work. He's obviously not working because he's in the chat here. Don't worry, Cody. I won't tell your boss. Smokehouse Stew. Can't hear you, Will. Yep, I had some audio problems. All that stuff sorted out. AMZ is in the house, Cody. He says, okay, you're back, but your quality is not up to par. Don't know if that's the case. Very well could be, though. But it sounds okay in here. Wayne Bonner's in the house. Hey there, Will. Hope you're well. Hey there, everyone watching in the comments. Today we are talking FPL, but we also do have a match later today in a few hours. And how do you guys think that's going to go? Very little. I'm a little bit concerned, to be honest with you, about the Wolves match later today. And, you know, it's going to be something that we definitely need to watch for. It's going to be a tough one. But in the meantime, let's talk some FPL, would you? Hope you guys had a good week on FPL. I had a pretty decent week, a pretty big green arrow. And you know what? I think it's going to be a good week. But let's take a look at the scores. How'd you guys do? Anybody have a good score this week? Take a look over here at that thing there. This camera likes to focus in on Sunny. There we go. It's locked on the face now. So we'll switch over to that cam there. We'll bring up the FPL stats. So the week points for this week, 73 points. Average of 58, or 55 rather. So folks had 55 points on average. Highest points for the week was 144. I made one transfer, so I didn't have any hit points there. My game week rank 663,000, which is a pretty good game week rank. If you were to get that rank every week, you probably win FPL. Roya from Brentford with 6 points. Jensen also started in there with 5 points, clean sheet for Brentford. And Mr. Duffy as well, 5 points. Alonso, that would be us. 10 points on the week. Regalon with 1 point. Because, we got beat 3-0 on the weekend. Greenwood, not too good. 2 points in, but at least he played. At least we got a return there. 10 points on Ben Rama. I captained Mohamed Salah for the week. That was probably the best choice. I think he was the best captain out of that week. 24 points there on that. Jota with 3 points. Huang for Wolves with 1 point. He only came in. I think he played 45 minutes of the match. And then Ronaldo getting another return. So Cristiano Ronaldo, if you can afford him, it seems to be a pretty good bet here with getting points week in and week out. Seems to be a little bit of a kind of a lock-in, right? A guaranteed kind of dude, guaranteed player, somebody that you want to have in there week in and week out. Different talk in the comments about all kinds of stuff. From an FPL standpoint, what did I do how did I do in the leagues here? So switch over to We Are Tottenham TV's Fantasy League. I'm now currently sitting in around 500 or so with a big green arrow, big move up there. 320 points, but I'm not that far behind. So the points are very tight right now in FPL. A lot of the managers are very close and jammed in together. First place in the We Are Tottenham TV League is Packery. Bohan Vecro. I can't even pronounce his name. 410 points. So not even 100 points separates me and 500th to him. 100 points is not that big of a spread in FPL. Going back to some of the other leagues that we're in. Here's the Will Stewart's THFCRants FPL League. If you're a member of this, thank you for joining that. It's a be fun. If you still want to get onto it, the league is still open. You can join. People are joining week in and week out. The link to join the league is in the description of the video. So you can go ahead and check that out and join that. If you want to, if that's something that you would like to do, go ahead and do that. But Gary Jones, first 11, still in the lead with 396 points. Hayden is in second with 388. Maverick FC currently in third with 376 points. NC Coys, Jerry McNeil. And Jerry McNeil, if you're watching the show, mate, I didn't know you lived in North Carolina. I'm from North Carolina, or not. I don't live in North Carolina anymore, and I'm not necessarily from North Carolina, but I lived in North Carolina for the last 2 years before going here. We should have met up and hung out while I was there. Sitting in fourth place with 373 points. Andre Chan in fifth with 371. Remember that top 4 places in this league at the end of the season will win some free THFCRants merch. If you don't want to wait for that, you can head over to www.thfcrants.com. Pick yourself up some different stuff if you would like. Also, too, want to thank our Patreon and YouTube members for supporting the channel and making all these shows possible, and funding the channel on a regular basis, whether we get super chats or not. If you have questions and I'm not getting to them, you can jump to the head of the line and interrupt me with a super chat. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of go in through and look at the points that we received and what team we're going to be picking, what teams we're going to be selecting for this weekend based on the players that I have available. And then we'll be heading over to livefpl.net to kind of see what some of you guys are doing. I'm sitting in 15th in our league here, but like I said, at 320 points, it's not a huge gap. My little brother is doing a lot better recently. He's moved, even after joining a week late or so, he's moved up the ranks pretty far. Big green arrow for him. That's my brother Sean Stewart, 290 points. Even missing a week, he's catching up. So he's doing good. Doing good. Hope other people are doing good too. If you do have any questions, just ask and we'll get those, try and get those sorted out for you. But going back to the points here for the week, some people I need to look at. I just brought Huang in just simply for the fact that Antonio was out on a red card. Had Greenwood in because Son was injured. Torres didn't play. I had him in, and I think Reguilon came in off the bench for that 1 point. Yeah, so automatic substitution would be Torres for Reguilon. So I'm already not playing again, and then Scarlett obviously is not playing, and then Steers also too not a starting goalkeeper, so we're 0 points are expected for them. Going into this week, I do have a little bit of issues. I did have to make some transfers simply based on the fact that, you know, I wanted to get Son back into the team now that he's back from injury, and I also wanted to bring Antonio back. So I did take a -4 this week. Here's my team for this week. We got Raya with Liverpool. Not a good fixture. Hopefully we don't get any negative points. Hopefully Brentford can keep Liverpool to a few goals. Even if I just get the 2 points for the time played, that would be okay by me. But we've also got Reguilon into the side this time, starting for me, Alonso against Manchester City. I don't necessarily think that that's going to be a bad shake. I kind of think I see Chelsea and Man City. This is kind of like the Royal Rumble, right? I kind of see this as being a match in which you may see a 0-0 draw, or maybe Chelsea squeak out a 1-0 win. So I don't necessarily think that Alonso is a bad choice here. And we'll see that when we get into my other defenders. I really don't have an option. Torres in again. Hopefully he plays again for hopefully he gets in against Manchester City and maybe gets some points. Jota is still in the side, playing against Brentford away. Mohamed Salah, Ben Rama, Son Heung-min, Torres. I've also got Ronaldo against Aston Villa. Antonio going on as Leeds. I have him as the preliminary captain right now. We are back. Sorry about that. Having all kinds of problems today. Lucky for me, I have backups of backups on backups on internet. So when it goes down on one, I can switch to the other. Cody's got a thing. Hello, do you think Wolves will beat us in the cup today with their superior squad? Would you like to make a friendly wager of some kind? Your biggest fan, Cody Matt. We can make a wager, man. Hit me up on WhatsApp or something like that. We'll make a wager. I don't want Wolves to beat us, but I think they're definitely capable of beating us. You know what I mean? But yeah, going back to FPL talk though, I don't know when my internet pooped out. I just saw it spinning there for a moment, but we are back now. Going back into the selection, so let's kind of start the from the beginning. So we got Raya against Liverpool. Hopefully Brentford has a little bit of a can keep Liverpool to a low score, and we don't get negative scores there. He said, "Take the bet. Wolves going strong. Spurs. It'd be a ragtag team." Yeah, I told him I'd take the bet. Friendly wager. Does friendly wager just mean like a forfeit? If you want to do a forfeit, so if Wolves win, which I'm not a Wolves fan and I don't want Wolves to win, but if they do win, Cody Mack has to do a forfeit, and if Spurs win, I'll do a forfeit. Yeah, we can do that. I don't like betting against Spurs, but just for fun. For fun stuff, we will be going live tonight on a post-match show. Probably 9. I want to say 9 p.m. Eastern time. 9:30 Eastern time. For our post-match rant show about the match later today that starts in about 1 hour's time, 1 hour and 15 minutes. Maybe I will do a starting lineup review once that pops out, and we can take a look at that together as well. But back to FPL before that comes out in the next 15 minutes or so, 15, 20 minutes. Riot against Liverpool. Hopefully he does a good thing. Reguilon, Alonso, Duffy in defense. I think Alonso could still be a good shout. And Duffy has a pretty decent fixture against Crystal Palace. Brentford's been playing pretty well defensively. I think I'm going to go ahead and leave him in that. And hopefully things go well. But hopefully you guys can find in the midfield. We've got Son, Benrahma, Mohamed Salah. Torres is still a big question mark. I am going to go ahead and switch Tsimikas over for Janssen. I could play Tsimikas too. I just don't. I might wait and put him into the starting lineup after I get some press conferences to see if Trent Alexander-Arnold is still out injured. And if Tsimikas is going to be filling in for him again. TB says Brian will score a hat trick. Ballon d'Or, no problem. Big up for that. But Cody, let me know in the comments and or in WhatsApp what you want the friendly wager to be. I will take you up on that. But hopefully we end up being. I'd be happy to lose that bet. I'd be happy to lose it. For sure. For sure, happy to lose it. Give Tanguy a chance. He might get a run of games. Yeah, we'll take a look at the Spurs squad here in a minute. And stuff like that. Just to see what players are performing well, who I would recommend to bring into your side if you're looking to make some transfers. If there are any transfers that you're looking loser has to shave clean. Oh, I don't know about that. That's a tough one. You were saying that if we won, you were going to shave. I think you're just looking for an excuse to shave. There, Cody. I think you're looking for an excuse to shave your beard. But we could do that, I guess. I'll be willing to do that. Loser has to shave clean. I think you want to shave though. That's not that fun of a bet then. Do I want to shave? No, I don't want to shave. But look, I don't want to win this bet, right? I don't want to win this bet. I don't want to have to win this bet. I really want us to win today. I don't want us to go out in the first match. He says, "No, I want the beard, man. It's been since Christmas." Yeah, but you every time you're in there, you're trying to shave or something like that. But I guess seeing you shave and seeing me shave would be funny for the people at home. So I'll take that bet. I'll take it. So if Spurs win, I'll shave my beard, and if Wolves win, Cody Mack can shave his beard. That's what we'll do. Because I'd like to see Cody's baby face as well. I'd like to see what Cody looks like with a baby face. Cody says you're on. All right, man. All right. Well, hopefully I shave my beard. My wife will like it. And we'll let it grow back out. But I've been trying to work to get this part as long as it is now, man. I mean, it's, stretch it out. It's a good 2-3 inches. If it's a draw, continue to the North London Derby. No, I think we're going to beat Arsenal. That's not Arsenal's trash. If it's a draw, we just both get to keep our beards. If it's a draw, we both get to keep our beards. Can we even draw? It's not a 2-leg competition, right? It's got to go to penalties, doesn't it? I'm not 100% sure, but we're about 15 minutes out before the lineups come out for that match, and then we'll be able to see what's going on for that. But anyway, back to FPL. If you got any FPL questions, go ahead and throw those in the chat about who you want to bring in. Antonio, I'm looking at a captain in Antonio for that. Antonio, I'm hoping that the week off won't stump him, but going into this week, he's been on fire. FPL on fire. West Ham is playing Leeds. He should be able to be scoring a bunch of goals here. I've got him tentatively as captain. I don't think that Brentford's going to be a walk in the park for Liverpool. It very well could be that Salah gets 2 goals and ends up with 20, 26, 24, 28 points for the week. But I don't know if that's necessarily going to be the case. Ronaldo against Aston Villa. Aston Villa has been looking wishy-washy so far. Not super solid in defense and not that solid in attack either. Although Leon Bailey has been doing well. If anybody has any other comments about what you'd like to do on FPL for the week, go ahead and let me know. Players to be looking out for in Spurs. What players should we be possibly bringing in? Let's go on over to transfers and take a look at some Spurs players over here on the right-hand side. Let me move this over a bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. All players by team. Spurs. So players scoring players scoring points for Spurs. So far, Hugo Lloris has been a pretty good goalkeeper. And looking at different values and stuff like that, gone up in price. Currently sitting at 5.6 million pounds. It's quite a bit of money for a goalkeeper at this stage. I'd really like to bring in Sanchez again, but that's going to have to wait till next week. As I think I've already taken a pretty decent hit this week. Other defenders in the Spurs tier that you could be looking for, if you're looking for a cheap one that's probably going to be starting again, you do have Sanchez at 4.5, Eric Dyer at 4.6, Japhet Tanganga, who is now back from suspension, at 4.6 as well, with decent things. Fixture-wise, what are our fixtures looking like coming up? Pretty easy fiction list. We have Arsenal, Aston Villa, Newcastle are the next 3 game weeks. Those should be, I think that's 9 points right there. If we don't pull 9 points out of this run, I'm going to be pretty upset. And then starting in game week 11 again, we have another really good run where hopefully we win all of those matches. So if you're looking to bring in Spurs players for the next 3 game weeks, I think it's a good time to do so. And then after game week 10, 11 through 17 is a really good run. That's when you probably look to be doubling up on Spurs or tripling up on Spurs players in order to take advantage of our fixture list. But a pretty decent run of fixtures, only 2 reds, and none of those are 5s, they're 4s. So in difficulty, yeah, Spurs not a bad thing to have. So that's why I want to make sure I got some back into the team. Midfielder wise, other players that you could be looking at. Son is obviously the number 1 contributor to the squad points wise. Deli, Bergwijn, Højbjerg, Skip, getting points here and there, bonus points for clean sheets and the like. Steven Bergwijn is still injured. Ryan Sessegnon still injured. Lucas Moura still injured. Harry Kane, not a time to bring in Harry Kane, although his price has dropped significantly. Started off the season with a 12.5, one of the most expensive, or the most expensive striker in the game. And that has dropped 0.3. Matches this week, key matches that you want to be watching as a FPL manager. Chelsea versus Man City, obviously on Saturday. Man United v Aston Villa, if you have Ronaldo in your teams. Everton, Norwich, you could be skipping that one. Leeds and West Ham, that should be one to watch. Leicester versus Burnley, you don't really need to watch that unless you've got some Leicester players in your team. Liverpool and Brentford at 12:30 is another one that you're going to want to watch. Obviously, Spurs v Arsenal, North London derby happening this Sunday, 11:30. My friend Simos, who is an Arsenal fan, was in the chat earlier, and he'll be doing that. We'll be having some banter about that after the fact. Simos, if you are still watching, you ever want to come on the show to do like a North London derby preview or something like that, let me know, and we'll make one happen. Although Simos is a little bit more into Formula One than football, but he is an Arsenal supporter. But yeah, it is 1:38, about 6 or 7 minutes. We'll stay live until the lineups come out, and we'll take a look at that. But looking at some of the other players, Harry Kane is not somebody you want in your team. If you have him in your team, you are wasting your money. I know as a Spurs fan, that's hard to say, and it's difficult to say that. But that's just a matter of the fact. Total squad value, I think, for my team, Players of the week. Kings of the week. David De Gea. Cash for Aston Villa on defense with 15 points. Price is 5 million. Total 24 points, 15 points. Looks like he's got some pretty tough fixtures coming up. But after that, if you're looking to watch somebody, if you're looking for somebody to watch, to keep an eye on, Matthew Cash for Aston Villa will be someone that you need to take a look at. Probably start around game week 8. Thiago Silva for Chelsea also had a really good match. Rudiger would be also someone. A lot of people for this week, not this week, but the next week after that, are looking to bring in, double Chelsea defense and stuff like that. Latest from the scouts: Virgil Van Dyke with 12 points. Mohamed Salah with 12 points. Sarr is another one that you definitely want to be thinking about bringing in. 6.1. His price is rising. People are bringing him in. 30 points so far this season. Another good game week for him with 15 points. Fixture wise, they've got a mixed bag of fixtures. I'm probably going to start looking to bring Sarr in around game week 16 if he really continues to keep. I know that I'm missing the boat now with some of these, double digit hauls. But as you can see, the fixtures aren't very reliable for them moving forward. Next 2 weeks look good. Then he's got a 3-week spurt after that. And he's a little bit too expensive to have, in and out of the bench. Although if Torres blanks again this week, I may switch out Torres for Sarr. That may be the next move I had. But like I said, this week again was tied up for me based on the fact that I need to bring Antonio and Son back into the side. And Tony is messaging out the wagers. Wager alert. Odegaard for Arsenal also had a good game week. Fixture wise for Arsenal though, because they're horrible, they got a pretty good decent run here of fixtures, but their fixture list is getting harder, right? Tottenham's gonna be tough. Brighton's gonna be tough. Crystal Palace is gonna be tougher than you think. Aston Villa is gonna be tougher than you think. Leicester is gonna be tough. Watford is probably the only one that I can say that they could lock in there with that. But we will see. And then another one, King for Watford. Watford's been having some surprising results. Some of their players are pretty decent. Ivan Toney again, doing well. Looking at the most transfers in, transfers out. Antonio coming back into size. Number 1 in transfers in. His price should rise. If you did that early, you are going to make some cash. Currently at 7.9. Sarr is another big one coming in. Ben Rama is another big one coming in. St. Maximum too as well. Looking at St. Maximum's fixtures going forward, pretty decent fixture run. So if you're looking for a midfielder at around 6.7, maybe a good look. Good look there. Sarr and St. Maximum would be the two that I'd be looking at. If you got these players, you need to get rid of them. Richarlison is injured. Big, bad injury. He's injured a lot. Torres from Man City, fixture-wise, Chelsea and Liverpool. Torres is probably somebody that I'll be looking to get rid of as well. Price 7.1. We do have a lot of different players that we can bring in for that role. So he'll probably be somebody that I'm looking to get rid of. He is going to be on a price drop, most likely. If you have 226 managers, taking him out. Bruno Fernandes. If you're still holding on to Bruno Fernandes, you may want to get rid of him as well. Trent Alexander, obviously, too, because of his injury, was transferred out quite a bit. And Danny Ings. But kings of the game, James Torres, Marcal, Cash. So most valuable teams, 103 million is about where I'm at. I think I'm at 101.5 for myself. My team value. Where does it say my team value? I always get confused. Pick team. Yeah, there you go. Squad value. It's in about 101.5 with 0 in the bank right now. I did make 3 transfers this week, so I am taking a hit. But I didn't have a choice. I had to get Sun. And I'm blurry. Now we're not blurry. But it's definitely definitely a week that we want to be doing that kind of stuff. 1:45 p.m. The starting 11 should be out now for the cup game. Let's switch over to this camera for a second while I pull that up. And lineups haven't come out quite yet. Let me open up the Twitter and see if there's any news from the club. Should be coming out here any moment now. There it is. Bring this back on. 2 minutes ago. Galini. Tanganga. Romero, Sanchez, Davies, Skip, Deli, Ndombele, Brian Hill, Lasalso, and Kane as captain. Cody, are you a little nervous about your bet? Are you confident still? Tanganga, Romero, Sanchez, Davies. Looks like a 4 at the back. Tanganga at right back. He says, hot damn, that is full strength. Skip Deli and Ndombele in the midfield. Well, he is playing left back. So I don't think that you need to necessarily worry about him that much. Brian Hill on the left, Lacelso on the right with Kane in the middle. Austin, Doherty, Regulon, Rodon, Højbjerg, Son, and Scarlett on the bench. Hugo Lloris not even in the side today. Let's see if Wolves lineup is out yet. No, you're going to make me go to Twitter, aren't you? Google's not helping out. Having to go to Twitter here to bring up the Wolves lineup. Wolves Twitter official account. Lineups for Wolves are as follows. With a nice little video lineup Got John Ruddy here. Kajana Hover. Kilman, Bali, Esquera, Atinuri, Dendocker, Neves, Hichan Huang Hichan. It always feels weird saying Korean names backwards. Why does my camera keep focusing on Son Heung-min? It likes him better than me, I suppose. Driving me nuts. Driving me nuts. Fabio Silva and Daniel Podence. A little bit of a weakened team here, Cody, to be honest with you. He says you kind of want to watch this now. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now that I'm a little bit concerned. My beard may be going away. No Jimenez in the lineup, no Traore. To be honest with you, our lineup looks a little bit better, a little stronger than Wolves. I mean, a lot of their top players on the bench: Semedo, Moutinho, Torre, Cody, Jimenez, all on the bench. Camera's gone out of focus again. Why does it keep doing that? But Podence is a backup for them, man. But still a decent squad. But we are fielding far many more first team players than they are. Most of their first team is on the bench. But if we end up not winning, Cody, if we end up not winning, you're going to have a lot to explain for. Your beard will be gone. I think Spurs are probably going to win this match based looking strictly at the lineup. And if we don't win today, Cody. So you're we have to win this. Look, if we don't win this is sad right now. Right? I'm telling you guys right now, right? If we end up not winning this, that is sad. That is sad if we end up not winning this match. I mean, you got most of their first team on the bench, right? Cody, Semedo, Moutinho, Torre, Jimenez, Boldin even, right? So there are some starters that are starting, but I'm telling you, man, if we don't win this one, if we do not win this one, I don't know what to say. But if anybody has any FPL questions or anything like that, make sure you let me know. If not, we're probably going to wrap this show up for today. Get ready for the match. I don't know if anybody's live right now on pre-match or anything like that. Let me double check here to see who you can watch. Arsenal is also playing Wimbledon today. Not that anyone cares about that. Pre-match pump up with David is going on at the moment. So if you guys want to head over there, I'll go ahead and throw the link to that in the chat. Let's see. Copy that puppy there. Wolves do have a better squad, total squad. Look, and this will be a good proof of that. If they compete, if they pressure us with this lineup against our lineup that we have, which is mostly our first team, right? I mean, if you go back to the Spurs lineup here, the only people who aren't first team players for us is Galini, Davies. And that's it. Right? Only people out would be Son and Hueber. Regulon. So 3. So we only have three first team players on the bench. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, Cody. That's what I'm saying. But guys, I posted the link in there if you want to head on over and go watch David Harris, the Irish Hotspur, over on We Are Tottenham TV for the pre-match pump-up. He says he won't need to shave because he'll be drowning himself. But hopefully I'm the one with a baby face later tonight. If Spurs do lose, I will be baby-faced for the post-match show coming later tonight. So make sure to stay live to the channel. We will be going live tonight at around 9:30 Eastern time, or 2:30 a.m. in the UK if you want to stay up late with us. Hopefully it's a win. Hopefully you will see babyface Will. I don't know if I'm going to bick it, but I will shave it with the smallest comb. I don't even know if I have a Bic razor that's not for my head available right now. But I will trim it all the way down to nothing. Bear clippers. The bald and bald Tottenham Boys shows. That'll be right. My beard will grow back pretty quick, though. It'll probably take me a good 3 months to get this part this long again. But that's all right. Maybe I'll get kissed by my wife if I shave. So you got to look for the silver lining. Got to look for the silver linings. But folks, let us know. Make sure you like the stream if you haven't already. If you're still watching, there's still 15 of you here. Make sure you do hit that like button. It does help. Share it with a friend if they like FPL. But going back to the FPL side of things, just one last time to show you what we are playing with, who my starting 11 is coming up this week. One last recap here. We got Roya, Regulon, Alonso, Duffy, Son, Benrahma, Mohamed Salah, Torres, who you should take out if you have tree transfers. I don't, because I need to bring Son and Antonio back in. Jota, Antonio, Ronaldo, Steer, Johnson, Samikas, and Scarlett. That's my team coming up for this week. Hopefully we get a decent bump. And if you are just now joining the stream, we will be ending shortly. Spurs 72, what's going on? Your wife is all wolves today. That's right. Afternoon chat. Just join the stream. Make sure you go ahead and like that stream and subscribe if you're not already. If you're commenting in the comments, that means you're subscribed. If you're not commenting in the comments, why aren't you commenting in the comments? And why haven't you subscribed to the channel yet? But, folks, that's it for today. I need to go do some work, some actual work. Get ready for the game in 45 minutes. Make sure you comment down below what you think the result is going to be. And Cody and I do have a bet going on. Even though I want Spurs to win, if Spurs win, I have to shave my beard. And Mr. Cody, if the Wolves win, Cody has to shave his beard. If it's a draw, neither of us have to shave our beards. That is the bet. Anyway, folks, we will see you later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern time, around 9 p.m. Eastern time. Just check the YouTubes. When I finally schedule the show, you'll see the exact time. I usually schedule the shows about an hour and a half out. So make sure you do hit that notification bell. That way you get notified each and every time that we go live. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you know every time that we are going live. And folks, thank you for watching FPL Spurspective. My name is Will Stewart. Got a match coming on. One last thank you to our Patreon members and YouTube members. If you want to do that, there are links in the description for both of those things. Thank you very much for watching the show. We will see you back later tonight with our late night THFC rant. We'll be seeing who we play there. That will be a Wolves player there with a score down below. Stay strong. Stay Spurs. And we'll see you next time.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's go now.
Do do do, I am.